like, before I even start off, remember to like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you share it with all your friends, your baby mama, and all them people that you really care about or don't even care about. Now let's get to this. The rumor has it that we may be getting Mayweather versus Pacquiao too. Now remember, people, I don't remember what year this was, but remember, it was probably damn near 10 years ago. But this was billed as the fight of the century. This was something that we were looking forward to for years on end, since 2009. Remember, Floyd Mayweather has took his little sabbatical, and he had retired. A lot of people, there's rumors out there said that he was ducking guys like the Paul Williams and the there was a whole bunch of people. I just remember Paul Williams being a name that people say that he was ducking. There was Antonio Margarito. There was a lot of people that said Floyd was ducking the smoke. He took that long sabbatical. Even after the Ricky Hatton fight, people said that he was even ducking a rematch with Oscar. And when he came back and beat Juan Manuel Marquez, it was really to one up that man right there, Manny Pacquiao. So this press conference happened, and it was the most shocking thing. I'll never forget it. I was in my aunt's house with my cousins, and we were so hyped to finally get to see this fight happen, because Floyd had just came off of the Marcos Maidana fights and, you know, the Canelo Alvarez battles, and we were all thinking like, yes, this is fine. Floyd is finally gonna vindicate everything that we said. He gonna dust Manny Pacquiao off, clean sweep. And guess what? He gonna do it in dramatic fashion too. And we all gonna get what we want. And Floyd did sweep him, in my opinion. He didn't even make it competitive, but the fight never lived up to the hype, right? And at the end of the day, Floyd made it look pretty easy. Now, Manny Pacquiao did have his moments, I'm not gonna lie. And there was that infamous moment where, you know, Pacquiao had Floyd up against the ropes, and then Floyd was like this, and then he was like, nope, and then he caught him again, and then he, nope, and then there was the famous E40, you know, video that went along with it, and it went viral for a minute, and then we did, we got what Manny Pacquiao said after the fight. After throwing so many punches at rapid speed, this is after getting knocked out multiple times, dropped, being in wars himself. Manny Pacquiao said that his shoulder was hurt during the fight, and he gave this excuse, and we all were like, huh? Yo, I'm just so happy that this news is coming out. Actually, this is about to be released on Thursday. Fuck it. It's a Throwback Thursday video. But I just remember watching this live, like, and the post-fight, the epilogue interview that Floyd had after, with the aftermath. And this specific moment is when Jim Gray asked Floyd Mayweather, did he notice anything wrong with Manny Pacquiao's shoulder? He says, absolutely not. He was fast as ever. He just wasn't fast enough. And then he ends the interview saying, it's okay to be number two to me. It's okay. It's okay to be second to me. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with being second best. So the fact that this fight here could actually be, could actually even be a topic for discussion for 2026. These men are basically 50 years old. And I feel like this is where boxing is, the state of boxing is. Now, a lot of people are going to, there might be people who will be for watching this, but I don't think the majority of the boxing public will be, especially the boxing fans. And to be honest, the casuals, everyone was so turned off by this fight. And I want to make this very clear. They were turned off by this fight, not because of Floyd. It was really because of Manny Pacquiao and the lack of offense that he brought to the fight. It just seems like he couldn't figure Floyd out. And it was really just, it just left a eyesore on the sport. And I feel like this fight right here was really the beginning of the end when it came to boxing being a primetime must-see sport on weekends, where fights were looked at as something to look forward to during the week. Barbershop talk, talk at work, talk amongst your homeboys, banter on all social media platforms, regardless of which side you were. It just laid an egg, and it actually set up probably the death of PBC, to be honest, because nobody really wanted to see anything associated with that side of boxing. Now, don't get me wrong. You had the guys like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, the Charlos, Deontay Wilder. You had guys like that who still kept some type of interest into the sport and into the brand of Premier Boxing Champions. But this fight right here did so much damage that it really just left a stain on the sport. And I sum it up to really say this: when it comes to these two fighters right here, have you ever noticed that they never really did much to pass the torch to the next generation of fighter? Now, we can criticize Manny Pacquiao. He's never really done much to boost a younger fighter's profile. Like, he was gonna fight Errol Spence, I give you that. He just came off of a fight with Mario Barrios, right? But who the heck is Mario Barrios? Nobody really cares to see a guy who got beat up by Gervonta Davis fight. A guy who got whooped on by Abel Ramos. Like, a guy that wasn't even supposed to be in the ring with him. Nobody cares about seeing him. But Floyd, on the other hand, this is where the criticism comes to him. Because outside of Andre Berto, let's just be honest, he's never fought anybody who spoke the same language as him. He's never fought another black fighter. Whether it be a Paul Williams, whether it be a Erislandy Lara, whether it be a Austin Trout. And if you want to go to the younger generation, he had Keith Thurman thinking that he was his number one contender for about a good 5 years till he realized a Reggie belt does not guarantee you a number one contention. Sean Porter was there. He could have fought Earl Spence. Well, Earl was a little bit young, but he still could have fought an Earl Spence. He never fought a Danny Garcia. He just never fought a younger guy that made us say, hey, Floyd is really the supreme of supreme, and he's fighting young guys and taking them out. Floyd, no criticism here. I had no problem with it. He just did what he was supposed to do because he had already put the work in leading up to him becoming Floyd Money Mayweather. So he may not have thought that anyone deserved to step in the ring with him if they didn't hit the lotto. And albeit that's fine, but we still wanted to see him fight guys like Amir Khan. Just because we wanted to see him take Glassjaw out, we wanted to see him fight more fights that were like Marcos Maidana. So for Floyd and Manny Pacquiao at this age to be coming back to fight, first of all, on Pacquiao's end, it just seems like, yo, bro, you just can't quit. Like, what is it with you? And then on Floyd's end, it kind of looks like he's trying to upstage his protege, which is Gervonta Davis, because every time it seems like Tank got something going on, Floyd really got to just step in and announce something like Tank has a fight with Jake Paul going on, right? And Floyd announces the fight with Mike Tyson. That's not happening, right? And then we get the Tank and Jake Paul thing again. Actually, no. We get the Bud beating Canelo Alvarez. And on the heels of that, no congratulations. It doesn't seem like Floyd really wanted to go out there. And he didn't even brag and say, I gave him the blueprint to beat him. He didn't even do one of those. And now all of a sudden, you announce that you're doing a real fight with Manny Pacquiao, or it's rumored and alleged to be. Just seems like these two dudes just can't let it go. The spotlight is just something that they're really addicted to, and they really need to just give it up, man. We appreciate whether I'm not the biggest Manny Pacquiao fan, but whether you love or hate Manny, Hall of Famer, whether you love Floyd or hate him, Hall of Famer. Both of these guys are bona fide Hall of Famers. They've done whatever they needed to do to cement their legacy in the sport. Guys, please, let the young guys have what they need to have in the sport. Let Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Jerron Boots Ennis, Terrence Crawford is still there, even Canelo. Let them carry the sport and pass the torch on to the new generation. And why don't you guys just go ahead and just, stay in the background and do whatever you can to help push the sport forward. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm out.